The excavations begun around the base of Mount Vesuvius in the 18th century brought another huge surprise to light. The layers of ash had managed to preserve frescoes that elsewhere had been destroyed by the passage of time. Such a breathtaking treasure trove of pictures had never been seen before. The houses were steeped in color. The walls were painted from floor to ceiling. Even now, many people do not realize that the ancient world was not pure and white, but highly colorful. To this day, no other site has yielded a comparable hoard of paintings in such an excellent state of preservation. Soon after the discovery, the excavators began removing the frescoes from the walls. The technique they used hardly changed over the following decades. First, they chiseled a deep groove around the selected part of the picture and inserted a wooden frame in it. Then they covered the surface of the fresco with a protective piece of canvas and layered plaster over it. That was to keep the painted plaster surface from breaking, as blades prized it from the wall. Finally, the detached picture was laid on a slate tablet. Brought to a museum and under optimal conditions, the fresco segments could be conserved. After some trials, a method was established involving a protective varnish of wax that was purified and dissolved in turpentine. But much less care was taken back at the site, and ironically that was precisely because of the enormous respect people had for the finds.
At the
end of the 18th century and throughout the entire 19th century, they had an almost reverential respect for the houses of antiquity. So they didn't cover them up. They didn't build the roofs that would have protected them, just little canopies on the walls. So the sun, the rain and the wind practically ruined 75% of the frescoes that have been found up to now.